Joining us for some fireproofing tips is Andrew Titley. He's the owner of Prism Specialties, a restoration company based in San Francisco. Good morning.
Hi, Frank.
Great to have you with you.
Thank you.
Well, tell us quickly what your company does.
Our company is in the contents restoration business, so we specialize in cleaning things like fine art, electronics, and clothing and textiles after they've been damaged by smoke from fires.
So you clean them up, basically,
Yeah,
right?
we clean and restore them, and in the case of electronics, we test them, and then we store them for clients until their home or business is ready to be moved back into.
Okay, well, let's talk some tips.
Sure.
You're landscaping your house, designing the outdoor. Is there a right or wrong way to do that when it comes to fire safety?
Well, I do think so. I think as you are closer to rural areas, especially in the Bay Area, and we're rimmed by these hills that get dry in the summer. So hardscape is good to put in when and where you can. Succulents are good plants, lavender. So there really are some beautiful things you can use in your yard. But keep things trimmed back. And when you cut back dry grass, just as this last story reported before the weather here, don't cut it in the dry summer. Cut that grass before things start getting brown, so keep it low. So
when it's green.
When it's green.
When it's green.
Yeah.
We've got a graphic here talking about defensible space.
Right.
Maybe you could talk us through this a little bit.
Sure. The CAL FIRE has come up with a recommendation that within 100 feet of a home or structure, you keep anything that's flammable away. So that means, again, a hardscape, keeping moist landscaping there. And the real key here is the first 5 feet, which they call zone 0. And zone 0, they don't want anything flammable in there. And that should just be gravel, stones, pathways.
Hardscape stuff, like you said,
right? They also recommend 30 feet of hose on each side of the house. In a faucet. So you can, if you hear the fire's coming, you can do a quick spray. But I believe, from my experience, I've been involved in a number of these fires starting in 2017 with the Santa Rosa fire, that the key here is keeping your roof clean, your gutters clean, especially the valleys of roofs.
If you've got pine trees, those needles can collect, not only put a leak in your roof, but they're highly flammable, right?
That's absolutely true. So, because there are two types of wildfires that can happen simultaneously. One is a surface fire, which burns grasses, but then there's what we call the crown fires, when sparks get up into the trees. This is commonly how they spread, the wildfires spread the furthest and the fastest, because sparks can travel miles. Once they get there, then they drop, they can hit your roof, and your house can catch on fire quick.
Are there certain trees and plants you should stay away from here in Northern California?
Not necessarily. You just got to keep them trimmed back. Yeah, I would say that there's not necessarily a plant in particular, but there's some you can choose.
Yeah, and if you're in an area where there's a lot of grass, you might want to get someone to come and cut that. So you've got, how many feet do you need?
100 feet.
100 feet, really?
Absolutely. That's what the CAL FIRE has. And there's also now a state regulation that in SRA areas, which are state responsibility areas, they can determine specifically by law that you must have 100 feet of defensible space.
Biggest mistake people make?
I'd say not keeping their roofs clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad was a roofer. I've cleaned a few in my days, so that's so important.
Yeah, and I've been through some of these neighborhoods that have been devastated by wildfires. I will tell you that the one type of house and type of roof that survives the best?
Tile.
Tile, exactly. And stucco siding.
Tile is forever.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got to keep it there. Andrew, thanks for the tips. Really appreciate it. Are you busy, by the way?
Yes, we are right now.
I bet you are.
Yeah.
All right. Andrew, thanks much.